Welcome, friends and neighbors, fellow seekers of truth, patriots, warriors of the light, brothers and sisters. God is flowing. The energy, it's just amazing. This is March 15th, my third video today. We're going to talk about frequency, magnetic energy, keeping on moving. This is Soul to Soul, a really fun party band from the 80s. Keep on moving, Soul to Soul. 1989. My son was 1 year old. Fun times. And it goes quick. I'm glad we're going to live longer than we were supposed to, according to the Cabal's rules. Now that we're entering the Great Awakening and heading towards the Golden Age, come on. We might even see the rebirthing, the reintroduction of the crystal trees. So come on in. The water is fine. It's the water of truth, and the truth is setting us free. Come on in. Come on in. You're all welcome. Love and strength to all of you. And welcome. I'm Andrew. This is the Hiking Druid channel. And I am so honored that you have climbed aboard. Now, if you would check out right below, after you give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, if you would, please, because this is really what helps more people. It helps the logarithms, and it helps more people just to get this information. And the information is coming in so many different people. There's so many people digging into the truth. A lot of people are talking about the new stories. What is called news is a new story. And some are just mere reflections of the mainstream media fear porn, but with a truth or twist put on it. And there's so many people doing that. But what is coming out here, and there's other people that talk about different things that they've been discovering as they do research. There's people that encourage. There's so many different people, but it's like all cogs in the machine are all piece, where each of us is a piece to a puzzle. And we're all connected by the frequency and the energy that we're going to talk about today. And something that's really been fascinating to me for quite some time, which I think I touch on pretty well in this poem. And thank you also for watching the last two. We've had 3 videos today from this channel. God is just really filling me with information and energy, excitement and honesty. And so yeah, check out that link and get yourself the free guide so you can keep your immune system strong and help your family. These times, these days, we need to make sure we're keeping our wellness just as high and powerful as we can be. Take care of these temples. They take care of us. And right below the first link is a second link to Give, Send, Go. If you click on that, you can check out my information, sort of what our goals are, why I was encouraged to even do this fundraising page. And I don't really like to do that kind of thing, to ask for help, but we get not if we ask not. And that's biblical. And just ask your heart, how can I help? You want to help? You want to be the goodness that you claim to want to see in the world. You want to, be the love that we all want to see. Each of us is the love that we hope to see in the world. So just, ask Holy Spirit, ask your higher self, your heart, however you look at it, what you can do to help. And prayers are so important. And let's face it, in this system, while it lasts, which probably isn't for too much longer, but it is, money is the thing that represents our energy and hard work. And so it is not wrong to just ask to be repaid for work. And if I'm bringing you value, and as I'm taking on forces that don't like the truth to come out, I have been attacked. I have lost a job. I have lost my vehicle. And all that is why there is now a Give, Send, Go page to help. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. I am honored. I love you guys, and that alone is payment. Okay, so if you can help with anything more than that, then that is also great. And not only would you be helping me to be able to keep doing these videos and keep getting this information out to people, but you're helping yourself fulfill part of your destiny. We're all meant to help one another. So here's a poem I wrote called It's Crystal Clear. When they tore the world trees down, there was weeping across the nations. Why would the lovely, crystalline, singing trees have to go? Who would be wicked enough to desire their demise? What are often known as mesas, mountains, and even islands were once these mighty, balancing, love-connecting, mega-tree beings, purifying, harmonic family. These were the cause and the giants of the Giant's Causeway. At the world's center, they sang and pulsed as hearts will do. You fiends, you liars, a birch stake through your hearts for your evil deeds. A willow, an ash, and a pine for our healing. And a mighty oak planted to show us how to grow straight and strong. These trees mourned too for the long-lost cousins of crystal. We are taking it back now, in these days of action. And somewhere soon we'll be seen shining and singing anew, the world trees returning through the growth of our rising. They have been kept apart from this realm in a world of safekeeping. These energy sentinels grow mighty and free. And once our realm is pulsing high enough and ready, these tall singing beauties will return, rejoin, and remain, stewarding us as we steward them, singing and shining and sharing God's flow, freeing, expanding with guidance to grow. Can we hear them? Can we climb tall with them, within them? And they all climb with me, within me? A.D. Boynton, 3/14/2023. So I wrote that one yesterday, a couple days ago. Yesterday. I finished it at least. Some poems take more than one day to do. And I've done 3 and sort of finished them all together. They didn't all start at the same time, but they finished together. So that's called It's Crystal Clear. And it's about, and I also did a drawing today. Started it yesterday and then colored it in today, called The Crystal Tree. So this ties in nice. I like how that turned out. Like a lot of those petrified trees in Arizona, there's a part of the petrified forest, which is, I think, a state park. Maybe it's a national park. I don't know. I've never really been there, but some of the petrified trees are crystal inside. They look like the regular petrified rock-like trees on the outside, but on the ends where they've broken, you can see crystals inside. So they might have been branches. I noticed where one guy was talking, he said, but there's no big trees, but about a half mile behind him was this huge mesa. And I'm like, yes, there were. You see in the little branches, that makes sense. But these trees were massive, folks. These trees were bigger than redwoods. Redwoods are but little cousins of the crystal trees. And why were they destroyed? This I don't know. But I do know they were protected. I do know they're going to come back. But we have to be high enough to have them amongst us in our frequency. So let's talk about some of this frequency. It's fascinating information here. And I'm not just like making up tall tales. I've been taught this about the crystal trees. And I've done a lot of research into it. So there's something there, and it is real, and they actually existed. And things like the Devil's Tower, lots of mountains, lots of hills, mesas, and in like the desert areas out west, a lot of those mesas. Do a little research, giant trees, and then that led to crystal trees. Very interesting. You can find the videos and do some of your own research. I've done thousands of hours of research, not just into trees, but into all kinds of different things. The dumbs, the trafficking, the, lies, the banksters, tumbling down and the walls come tumbling down. John Mellencamp, right? We used to call him John Cougar back in the 80s. But anyway, so it's magnetic energy. It is frequency. It's what connects each of us with Papa. It's also our great commonality with each other. What makes us members of mankind. 432 hertz, or a lot of times you'll see it written as just HZ. 432 hertz is the natural rhythm of Earth and mankind. The enemy tried twisting this in our music, like over the last 40, 50 years, they've been doing this to us. We reclaim true music now. And if you want to hear the difference, like I have a harp that I have to keep tuned a lot. And I have an electronic tuner that helps me to get the strings, to the right note. And I've set it at 432, and I have noticed a difference. And on YouTube, you can just search 432 HZ music and just listen to it for 5 minutes. And contemplate, meditate, pray about it. You'll see the truth of it. It is the rhythm of Earth. They tried to change it even just a little bit, like to 440 or to 400 or to 390. And they've changed it, and it unbalances us. It's why you listen to some music and you just, go away. It's not harmonious with the frequency we are meant to exist at. And so this was done on purpose, because if you're not in balance, you can become ill at ease. Unbalanced used to be a word meaning mentally insane. Unbalanced, they used to say. If someone was crazy, he's unbalanced. I mean, it's in the language, folks. That's why, one of the things that I like to guide people about is becoming aware of the true meaning of the words, how we're taking the words back, the symbols. A letter is a symbol, the alphabet, 26 symbols. Music, symbols, right? A through G, and back again, and back again, and back again. 8 octaves. How many do you want to go? So they take and they twist to make us unbalanced, which can lead to unhealthiness. When you're not at ease, you're at dis-ease, and disease, it's in the language, folks. We're starting to see this, right? And the more you note these things, become aware of this, the easier it is to see all the foolishness that they've pulled on us. And then, if it gets confusing, you just give praise to God, yay God, and you pray, and you deepen your discernment, and you keep building your relationship with Papa, with Jesus, with their Holy Spirit. And it gets easier and easier and more amazing. The best teacher I ever had was my 7th grade science teacher, who was also my homeroom teacher, and she was very wise. She was old enough to be retired back then. Mrs. Jones, love you. Thank you very much. She said, the more you know, the more you know you don't know. And as long as we continue in expanding our comprehension, our understanding. We stand under God, and we want to understand Him, but we don't stand under any other people. And we don't stand over any other members of mankind either. Brothers and sisters of equal rank. Now, people have different abilities. So if I might be better with words, someone else might be better with numbers. I might be better with music than some people. There's a lot of people that are better at music than me. I might be a better chef than some people, but there's far better chefs than me. And I might be, more experienced at doing research, but other people are more experienced at repairing automobiles. So we all have niches to fill, or we all have skills that we can offer to one another. This concept is going to become more and more important as we move away from the evil systems and rise up in our awareness and grow to the levels of existence that are required for us to be one again with the crystal trees. And I want to sing with them, okay? Everybody can have different goals. But one of the things I want to do is help to nourish them back and help them return. Because they want to return. They are connected to us. The native tribes all know that trees and animals and rocks and water and members of mankind are all interconnected. We're interconnected. We have frequency relations because we're all of the earth. Even the crystal trees that are being safely ensconced in a different realm are still of the earth. It's all of the earth. What you think are aliens are actually just different worlds of the earth. It's much bigger and more complicated than we've been led to believe. And it's true. That's why they lie, because they don't want us to know the true potential that we're connected with. You beautiful little God spark, you. So keep growing, keep digging, keep sharing. Don't give up. Holding the line doesn't mean don't do anything. This is the action time. You need to do the work. The work is developing the understanding, like Charlie Freak says, the comprehension of how we connect, of what our great potential is, of how we rise up and to the right. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time. It's challenging because, yes, it's tiring sometimes as our bodies, our energies are reconnecting to the higher realms that we are meant to exist in. And I know this video's gotten a little bit out there compared to what some people have investigated, but you know it's true if you really search your heart. And if it sounds like, balderdash, malarkey, or tomfoolery, just keep going along. Trust me, this is true. But if it isn't true for you yet, just keep doing some research into what you're looking for. And don't stop. Because, we might be doing this as we're learning and growing, but there will be a time of this. Look where it lined up. Pineal, anybody? So we have to be very careful because the enemy loves to divide and conquer. So if you're looking at me and saying, crazy guy, don't worry. There's thousands of other people looking at you saying the same thing. Keep looking, keep delving. What is interesting to me might not be interesting to you. But some of what I hold true, some of what I know is right, connects us together. And you can have interests that I wouldn't care about at all, and I can have interests that you don't care about at all, and yet we can both be right. Because there's such a variety, right? That's the spice of life. Vive la différence in France. Live the difference, honor the difference. You can still live amongst each other and have very many different interests and still all be right. Just don't harm anybody. Don't mess with the kids. Follow his law. Be true. Don't intrude in other people's lives. Mind your business, as Ben Franklin wanted our national motto to be in the United States of America. Instead of in God we trust, he wanted it to be mind your business. Was that tongue in cheek? I don't think so. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. Think about that. Put your mind into your business. Not his business, not her business, not their business, not their business. That's why shutting the tell-I vision off is great, because then you're disconnecting from other people's dream weaving, spells, right? Broadcasting, channels, spell casting, weapon delivery system, and you cancel their sometimes negative, sometimes positive, but still their opinions. And you take a break from that so you can delve into what is important for you and your family. You know, the clans stay, in different interests. The nations stay in different interests. The tribes group in different interests. And families also group in different interests. But even within that, there's great variety. So, thank you for watching. You are well loved. You are the apple of Papa's eye. God never made no trash, folks. We're all intended to be powerful. He'll tell you about that. Open the Bible in the middle, move it a couple bunches of pages to the right, get to the Gospels. These people lived with Jesus, heard him talking. Only one might not have ever even seen him, but traveled with Paul, who did. Okay, so and even Luke, the physician, could have possibly heard Jesus speak as well. So anyway, those are the four Gospels. You get to hear what Jesus says, what he's teaching us, because he is alive. He's sitting at the right hand throne of God. I have seen it. It's green, prismatic, like a green rainbow. It's ever-changing. It's beautiful. You can see Jesus. You can't see Papa. You can see Papa, but not his face. It's too bright. And I have been to the green throne room. do a little research into that. I was fascinated when I saw it for first. I'm like, there's nothing in the Bible about that. Actually, there is. I found it after. I can't remember. Somebody went up there, maybe Paul, whether he went there in body or not. He doesn't know. But he saw like green, different shades of green. I saw that. Pretty cool. So Holy Spirit can show you all kinds of things. So that's why you need to develop relationship with him. That's why it's one of the big reasons why Jesus died for us, was to release the helper so that God can come and live inside us and break that barrier, that veil that tell-eye vision has been trying to artificially put back in front of us. Isn't that cool? It all connects. It always has. They try to make us like little specialists in little slots and little boxes. That's what the enemy does, to try to get us fearful, turn us against each other. So just beware of that. There's some of that going on even in the truth-seeking groups. And some of that just naturally comes from different opinions, but don't be, you don't have to be like best buddies with everybody, but you do need to be loving and you do need to be patient. And forgiving. If someone's trying to find the truth, but they're saying something that you know isn't right, they're still looking for the truth. Don't hold that against them. You might be the one that can enlighten them. You might at some point run into them and share some of the reality of what they've been saying wrong. And then if they truly are seeking truth, they'll think about it. You plant seeds, sometimes someone else has to water. Sometimes you water seeds that someone else has planted. All right? Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking those links out. Thanks for the liking, the sharing, commenting. It's so much fun. I know time is precious. So is your love. And I love you. Papa loves you. I'll see you soon. Have a great day. Don't stop. Keep moving forward. Pushing forward. We are winning. He won. God won. So the losers and the liars, they have to lose. So be confident, be loving. It's happening right now. Look at the banks, look at the systems, look at the lies being revealed. So fast. It's hard to keep track of it all, isn't it? Enjoy every day, because when you're filled with joy and laughter, you drive the enemy crazy. They hate our happiness. So sing and dance and be a light heart. Be loving. Be better today than you were yesterday. Set goals. Check them off as you meet them. Have a party as you reach a goal. All right? I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Go give somebody a big squeeze that you love.